how should I pray? How can I communicate with God? These are the questions some young people ask. For them, I would like to give a very funny illustration. There was an young boy who came to know the Lord personally, and he went to his pastor and he asked his pastor, "Pastor, can you teach me how to pray?" The pastor looked at the young guy and he said, "Do you know how to swim?" This guy was a little taken back and he said, "Sir, I don't want to know about swimming. I want to know about prayer." The pastor said, "Yes, I know that you are asking for prayer, but I am asking you this question. Do you know how to swim?" And this guy said, "I don't know." Then the pastor said, "Well, we are going to meet at the lake in the evening at 6 o'clock. This guy has no other go. He went with the pastor at 6 o'clock. The pastor again asked him, "Do you know how to swim?" And the guy said, "Sir, I don't know how to swim." Then the pastor took that guy into the water, and the guy suddenly said, "Sir, I don't want baptism. I want to know how to pray." The pastor said, "Yes, I'm teaching you prayer." He took him deep into the water and he threw him down into the water. Because he doesn't know swimming, he was drowning. In that fear, he started shouting, "Pastor, save me, save me, save me." And then the pastor picked him up and he said, "This is prayer." Prayer is something that comes from inside the heart. Prayer is not cooking up words. Prayer is not by-hearting and telling something. A lot of people think that we can impress God by our words and by our concepts. God is not impressed by words. God is impressed by our heart. If you are heartfully speaking to your Father, He loves that. So please remember that God is expecting a heartful talk from you, and that is prayer. Now let's go into the description how the prayer should be. Once disciples asked Jesus Christ, "Can you teach us how to pray?" When Jesus was answering that, He gave them a model prayer. In that model prayer, He gave us the concepts that should be in prayer. When you go to God, you worship God. You thank God for what He has done unto your life. You worship God because of His character, His goodness, His greatness, and you thank God for all the good things He has done unto you. So you think about your own life and you thank God for what God has done in your life. And then comes the supplication part, where you ask God what your heart is desiring, what you want to do. You seek His help, and this is how you pray. And when you pray, remember, you have to do a heartful talk, and your prayer can be very, very meaningful if you can club it with the Word of God. Because when you read the Word of God, you will know the character of God, the greatness of God, and what God can do to you. And based on that, if you pray, your relation will become stronger. So prayer is based on the Word of God and your relation with God. May God give you that spirit of prayer.